Donald John Trump is an American politician, media personality, and businessman who served as the 45th President of the United States from 2017 to 2021. Trump graduated from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania with a bachelor's degree in 1968. As long as you are going to be thinking anyway, think big. Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. When you are wronged repeatedly, the worst thing you can do is continue taking it. Fight back. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. It doesn't hurt to get more education. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make. What's the point of having great knowledge and keeping them all to yourself? Anyone who thinks my story is anywhere near over is sadly mistaken. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. You know, it really doesn't matter what the media write as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. Ranking kills you. We always felt that a lot of modern art is a con, and that the most successful painters are often B. Watch, listen, and learn. You can't know it all yourself. Anyone who thinks they do is destined for mediocrity. There's an old German proverb to the effect that fear makes the wolf bigger than he is, and that is true. Our country, our people, and our laws have to be our top priority. I like to think of the word focus as follow one course until successful. My motto is always get even. When somebody screws you, screw them back in spades. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the ability to act effectively in spite of fear. The point is that if you are a little different, or a little outrageous, or if you do things that are bold or controversial, the press is going to write about you. When people are in a focused state, the words "I can't," "I'll try," "I'll do it tomorrow," and maybe get forced out of their vocabularies. Because, much more often than you'd think, sheer persistence is the difference between success and failure. And money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. The most important thing in life is to love what you're doing, because that's the only way you'll ever be really good at it. Partnerships must have loyalty and integrity at their core. Think big. You are going to be thinking anyway, so think big. As an entrepreneur, I choose my teachers carefully, very carefully. I am extremely cautious of the people with whom I spend my time and to whom I listen. President Reagan put it best. Welfare's purpose should be to eliminate, as far as possible, the need for its own existence. Criticism is easier to take when you realize that the only people who aren't criticized are those who don't take risks. Albert Einstein said, "The mind that opens to a new idea never comes back to its original size." A brand is two words: the promise you telegraph and the experience you deliver. Had some beautiful pictures taken, in which I had a big smile on my face. I looked happy, I looked content, I looked like a very nice person, which in theory I am. All of the women on The Apprentice flirted with me, consciously or unconsciously. That's good to be expected. When I look at myself in the first grade and I look at myself now, I'm basically the same. The temperament is not that different. Building a brand may be more important than building a business. That experience taught me a few things. One is to listen to your gut, no matter how good something sounds on paper. The second is that you're generally better off sticking with what you know. The worst of times often create the best opportunities to make good deals. The biggest little thing for entrepreneurs is the lifelong commitment to education. Every time I speak of the haters and losers, I do so with great love and affection. They cannot help the fact that they were born fucked up. Every time I speak of the haters and losers, I do so with great love and affection. They cannot help the fact that they were born fucked up. And the third is that sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make because. You know what uranium is, right? This thing called nuclear weapons, like lots of things, are done with uranium, including some bad things. We're going to build a wall. You're going to pay for the wall. Socialism is not about the environment. It's not about justice. It's not about virtue. Socialism is about only one thing. It's called power for the ruling class. That's what it is. If you have laws that you don't enforce, then you don't have laws. This leads to lawlessness. I like a lot of books. I like reading books. I don't have time to read very much now in terms of the books, but I like reading them. The President of the United States has the authority to do what the President has the authority to do, which is very powerful. I'm the only boss in the world who boosts a person's future status by firing them. It's next to impossible to build a successful business without relationships.